Alright, we got Lucky to come sit down with us on No Cap No Filter.
Hey y'all.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Alright, that's good. So, where you from, Lucky?
I'm from the city.
The city? New Orleans to be exact, huh?
To be exact, you know, the city might be something else to some other people, but the city is the city, and if you know, you know. Put some respect on it.
Alright, what part of the city you from?
Before the storm, the east. Mm-hmm. After the storm, uptown, Holly Grove area.
Alright, what part of the east?
The bougie part.
So, like the bougie part, like around like Eastover and shit, or?
I was on the other side of Bullet. So if you know, you know. We was close to Six Flags. If
oh, all right, around Michigan and shit.
Close but not close, yeah.
So how did you get into OnlyFans?
Honestly, I was never gonna make an OnlyFans because I never really just cared about making money off of how I looked. I just liked how I looked. Other people liked how I looked, and I like sharing how I looked with other fucking people. Like, fuck it. But people kept asking me to make an OnlyFans, and I'm like, if everybody that asked me to make an OnlyFans subscribes to my OnlyFans, I'd be making a lot of money. So that's kind of how I got there, and so far, so good. Like,
so who was like asking you, like how did your family and friends react to you making that decision?
Well, as far as who was asking me, just about everybody. My friends and family. Well, I was a dancer before OnlyFans even existed, so I kind of, they weren't shocked, I guess. Like, I don't know.
Oh, so I didn't know you was a dancer. So that changed like a lot between the two, because I know there's like pros and cons to both of them. But yeah, so like during your whole OnlyFans, you know, experience and making content, like what's the weirdest, freakiest fetish request that you've got?
Oh my God. Okay, so I have group chats with my friends because of this specific reason, and it's like all friend groups join together just for this one reason, because I have OnlyFans. And even since college, dudes kind of just asked me for weird shit, but since it's OnlyFans, really since Instagram, it's just been weirder and weirder as the days go by. And recently a guy asked me to send him a video of me talking to him, telling him to put super glue in his dick hole and still bust a nut. Man,
that top my that top telling you what I done seen people request, like, you know, cause a lot of females, they like to promote their OnlyFans, and I done seen some weird shit. I done seen females pour milk down their chest, all the way to females acting like a dog, and females selling their own bath water. And dudes are paying for all this shit.
Okay. It's like, levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit.
Dudes really paying for all this shit. So like, what's your biggest price offer since, you know, doing it?
As far as OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I had somebody literally tip me maybe about like $1,500 just cause.
Just cause.
Like, he messaged it to me, so it wasn't like on a post, it wasn't on a video, it wasn't after I sent him something. He just tipped me $1,500 just cause. And then he asked me for my Cash App or my PayPal so that he could send me stuff that wasn't, because, you know, OnlyFans takes a percentage of any money that you get. So he was like, I want to send you some money that's just your money. And I was like, okay.
They doing some payout type shit.
You know? Yeah, oh, definitely. Because when you first sign up for OnlyFans, you got to fill out a W-9 or I-9 or whatever the fuck all them little forms is. I-9, W-4. I think that's how it goes. But you got to fill all that shit out.
I never knew that.
Yeah, they asked for your social and everything, because I, like, for this last tax season, I got a 1099 from OnlyFans.
I thought y'all just keep all the profits and shit.
No, fuck no. I wish.
So, like, do you have like a routine for your content as you know, create for your subscribers? Or?
Absolutely not. They get what they get. Most of the time, it's really kind of like a so many people are asking for the same thing, I'll go ahead and give it to them. But for the most part, I like to do solo content. If I do content with someone, it's most likely women. I have guy content as well, but
so you bisexual?
I'm not really bisexual, but I'm gonna do whatever. I'm okay. Let me tell you this. I'm a freaky ass bitch. So like the way a woman's body reacts to me when I'm eating her pussy, or like the way she get turned on just by me flirting with her, that shit kind of make me want to keep going. I'm a real prideful ass person, so that shit strokes my ego and it makes me want to like, you know.
So like, what's usually your content people can expect?
Squirting and playing with my toys. I have a lot of toys, and I squirt. And I didn't realize that not everybody squirt. When I found out that not every bitch squirt, and not every bitch know how to do some of the things that I know how to do, I was like, okay.
Well, I found out every female can squirt.
They can, but they don't know how.
And
that mean that them pussy muscles, because that don't mean your pussy not good. That don't mean you don't got good pussy if you can't squirt. It just mean you don't know how to work them muscles when it comes time for you to work the muscles, because it's really, you have to focus on squirting. Nobody squirts unconsciously. You literally have to release yourself and relax yourself, but only control those muscles to where your body goes outward. Your muscles go outward instead of inward. You know, when a bitch contracts, that's what an orgasm is. She's contracting and it goes inside. You have to know how to control and like overpower that to go out. And so that's where it comes in.
So when they go out, it feel like you pissing?
I mean, some bitches that don't know what they doing, and if they didn't pee before they use, I mean, you always supposed to piss before and after sex, especially if you know it's coming. After for sure, before if you know it's coming. But if it's piss, I don't know. She not using the right muscles.
So how much is a subscription to you?
Well, when I first started OnlyFans, my subscriptions were like $15. Now they're $20, but they had gone up to like $30 when I had first started. And like the first 6 months, I was able to go up to $30, but I had stopped making content for like a little minute. I had some personal things going on, and not even bad. I don't like social media, because social media isn't real life to me. So I don't like social media being in my business as far as my personal life. And I had things going on that I was accomplishing and, you know, dealing with. And I kind of just slacked on it because I had to study and be focused on what I needed to be focused on. And yeah, so I stopped. Now my shit is Memorial Day just passed. So I had it $3 for Memorial Day. Now I'm at $6 for a new month. But regularly right now, as we speak, it's $20 to see this pussy.
So you mentioned study, so that means you were like in school.
Done with it now.
What you had majored in?
2 degrees hotter. Psychology.
Oh, so you haven't had anyone say, "Oh, why you doing OnlyFans when?"
No, because they don't know my personal life. Everybody thinks I'm a hoe, which is fine with me, because that means you can't fuck up what I actually have going on. So many people are so tuned into social media being reality when it's not, that you can portray yourself as anyone and people will believe it. So I portray myself as a hoe, but guess what? Y'all gonna believe it and y'all gonna give me y'all money, which is fine. But in real life, I'm somebody completely different.
So, what's your biggest purchase since starting the OnlyFans?
Wow, my house. Coming to Houston and really just having the money to do something that maybe you weren't necessarily ready to do, but you knew you needed to do. Because I bought cameras at $5,000 a pop. I've bought trips just to take pictures and do certain content. Like, it's been expensive, but this house, just because I can set up, I can make it look like so many things and it not be that. It's an investment, but it works for me. Oh, and I pay for some titties. They coming in a month and a couple of days in July. I don't want to spill the date. You might have to cut this out because I don't want nobody to know, because I just want to pop out with the bitches. But yeah, my titties too.
Shit, pop out then. So are you single or are you dating?
People date me, but I'm single in my mind because nobody's really ready for what it comes with. They love the way this shit look. I know they do. And I can tell they do because that's why it's like clickbait. I don't know if y'all watch porn or if y'all be surfing the web anymore. It's fucking 2020. I don't know. Everything is on a fucking app nowadays. But if y'all remember clickbait, I'm like clickbait. Niggas like what they see. They gonna click that shit. But when they get here, they can't find what the fuck they was actually looking for. Because I'm not that girl. They thought I was. But it's like they think one thing and I'm completely different. When it comes to real life. Like if you really want to fuck with me, you gotta really be coming with some shit. It's not just good dick. It's not just being, cute or handsome or whatever. It's not just having money. Like, if you talking about making this shit personal, I need something real because I'm a real bitch outside of this shit.
So when you meet a guy, do they like be comfortable when they find out you have OnlyFans?
I mean, they probably know beforehand. They get uncomfortable when they want me to be their girlfriend and they realize, oh my God, she has an OnlyFans. Because that's what interests them. They like that shit. They love the sex appeal. They love the confidence. They love all that shit. Until, oh, now she's my bitch and everybody else is looking at her how I used to look at her. And now I don't like that. So it's like, I need a nigga with big dick energy. I don't need little dick simp ass shit where you like what you see but you can't really handle what it come with. Like, nah, I'm good on that.
I feel that. So, like, you say you do content with males and females, but how do you pick the right person you want to do content with, and do they get compensated?
That is a really good fucking question. Okay, so yes and no as the compensation goes, because if they reach out to me and we make a mutual agreement to just use the content on our pages and make what we make individually, you'll never know what I make off our videos. I'll never know what you make off of your videos. We can do it like that. But sometimes people want to get paid in advance. Sometimes I want to get paid in advance. If I know I'm dealing with somebody that makes a lot of money, but I can still get the content and I can post it myself, we may just do like a $1,000, like, I guess, like, fee, basically, just to shoot with me. We shoot with each other. And it depends on who reaches out to who as well, because if I reach out to them, then I pay them the $1,000 and then go from there. If they reach out to me, then I pay them $1,000 or plus dollars to, shoot or whatever. But for the most part, it's really kind of, everybody know they're gonna make the money. Nobody is looking for content creators if they're not already making money. So you kind of just know that we both gonna make money off of these videos.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's not the porn industry. Like, at this point, if you want to go do porn because you want to get paid for everything that you do, as far as from start to finish, then go be a porn star. But if you have your own shit going and you decide that you want to make content with somebody that got their own shit going already too, you kind of just make the video and do your own shit.
Alright. So what makes a subscriber a simp to you in your opinion?
All of them.
All of them.
From the minute you subscribe, you a simp. Honestly. And I mean, I respect all simps because clearly they paying me, because everybody that subscribes to me is a simp. But I just feel like Pornhub is free. There's so much free shit. It's because you want to see a specific person that you're paying for this shit and you want to, like, fuck with it. All these nigga simps.
I agree.
For one bitch. Or whatever bitches they paying for.
Alright, so you talked about it's hard for a guy to date you once they already have you. It's hard for him to, grasp that. So I was trying to see, do you have any advice for any girls that's interested in OnlyFans and, they probably being like in a serious relationship, but, their man probably don't approve?
I have advice, but I feel like, okay, to each his own. You either gonna listen or you're not. My advice is go with your own move, especially if you're young, because, give me a sec. Oh my God. It's like makeup getting in my eye. Okay, so my advice would be to go with your move, especially if you're young, because I just feel like this is money that you really don't have to be doing what most people that make this money have to do to make this money. Like, I make, let me be nice about it. I make $15,000 plus a month on OnlyFans, and I mean a month, like not every 6 months. Like it's literally that good when I'm doing what I need to do. Because in the months that I've been successful and consistent with my OnlyFans, I'm making 15 plus, no matter what. Because every video, I mean, if you know how to run your shit, and I'm not gonna give all the sauce out, because if you want it, hit me up. But it's like that. Like, do what you need to do. And some couples, if you really go at it, like I have a friend, she's married. Her and her husband make content for their OnlyFans because of me, and it works for them. What works for them may not work for you. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for us. But something works for everybody. And if you want to do it, I mean, everybody needs a mentor no matter what you're doing. So if you want to fuck with somebody that already been in the game and kind of fucked with it already, do so. But it's doable for anybody. And if a nigga holding you back, you really a simp ass bitch.
So should they care?
No shade.
Should they care if men judge them with OnlyFans in their bio?
Why? The only niggas that's gonna judge you is niggas that have a reason within themselves because they're a little insecure somewhere to have to worry about what the fuck another bitch doing to make her money. Like, why? Why are you even worried about this bitch? Especially if she's not that bad of a bitch. She's not that cute of a bitch. She doing this, and that, and the third. Why are you even worried about what she got going on?
Alright, so compared to last year, I'm hearing like a lot of females not making as much money right now on OnlyFans. Is it like getting too many girls on it?
The world's opening back up. The pandemic, and if you didn't have an OnlyFans before the pandemic, or if you decided after the pandemic to make an OnlyFans, I'm sorry for you. Because a lot of these girls are still showing off what the pandemic did for them. They're eating off of what the pandemic did for them. And now that people are working, they're back having to do what they have to do, every day. It's a little harder. You still have these people that are tricks. And some people never like the strip club, or they never liked actually tricking off. And now this is like a secret way to do whatever it is that you do. But at the same time, it's slowing down. It's definitely slowing down because of that. If you don't already have a clientele or fan base.
All right, so you say it's slowing down, and you say you got the sauce or whatever. You ain't got to give out all the sauce, but what's like some of the secret sauce for like struggling content creators?
Censor everything that's free. Show them what they're gonna see if they pay for it. But if it's free and you're not making them pay for it, always have some type of coverage as far as actual content. And if you decide to make an OnlyFans at this point, nothing you do as far as seduction or post or anything should be free if you're not doing it. If you're not personally posting something because you think you look good and this is going to get you more subscribers, or this is going to get you more popping, or whatever the case may be, then it needs to be paid for. Period.
All right. Would you say that it's a good idea to try to be as unique as possible when it comes to creating content?
No. You can be, but don't start off with that. Do the same thing all these other bitches doing, because that's what these niggas already like. Now, once they're there, then switch it up and show them, yeah, it's a reason you here, because I'm different. You're going to keep subscribing to being here because, yeah, even though it look the same, it ain't all the same. But no, just to get started, do the same thing these bitches doing, the simple shit. Because these niggas love simple shit. The simple shit gets you looked at. It's the other shit that gets you real paid.
I guess you got a point right there. So, like for people who say it's easy, about how much hours and energy a day do you think it takes to create content?
It depends on what type of content creator you are. You can be a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or daily. So if you're a daily content person, it's exhausting. If you're a weekly content person, it's exhausting. If you're a monthly person or a bi-weekly person, it's probably not as exhausting, but because you're already bi-weekly and monthly and you're clearly a lazy bitch, that shit is probably still exhausting to you. But for us dailies and us weeklies, it's exhausting because it's something that you're literally only doing because you know it gets you paid, but it's like, you're doing it for fucking weirdos, pervs, like whatever. Do you really want to? No. But it's like, why not? Because it pays the bills. It gets you houses. It gets you cars. Twitter's real for some bitches.
So you say you danced before. Like, how would you compare it to? Like, you feel like dancing is a gateway to OnlyFans, and maybe OnlyFans is a gateway to porn?
Dancing is definitely a gateway to OnlyFans now. It wasn't at first because dancing was probably a gateway to porn before OnlyFans was. But because I know a couple of girls that used to dance with me that I see in porns now, but it's like dancing and OnlyFans can still get you to porn. OnlyFans is porn. It's just you're in control. You don't have to sign to a fucking agency. You don't have to worry about brassiere or, whatever those other ones are to come and tell you how many scenes you have to do and blah, blah, blah. Which, don't get me wrong, I want to be a porn star. I just can't do it. But that's why I need a man, because I'll be a porn star for him. But I don't know. I just can't do it. But OnlyFans is where it's at, especially if you don't want to dance. Because I don't feel like stripping is the gateway to OnlyFans. I feel like OnlyFans is the gateway to stripping nowadays. Bitches be scared to strip. But bitches don't be scared to do OnlyFans because you can do that shit in your room. It's the same shit these bitches been doing. Bitches been sending nudes to niggas for free.
And it's more safer. So, yeah.
This damn chair. Okay.
Alright, so would you be open to porn if a studio was talking the right numbers?
Yes.
About how much you think?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even want to say, because if anybody ever sees this video, I don't want them to think that that's the minimum they could just go, because that's what I said. So I'm going to block that question, but...
That's smart. Well, shit, you ain't give out the number. Alright, so you said you make like about $15,000 a month. So how much that is like a week, roughly? How much you make a week on like
4 weeks,
a good week?
15, maybe like 2,500, 3,000.
Okay, so like, you can't expect to do OnlyFans forever, and you got your degree.
These old hoes is fucking with it. My goal is to find a man, because I do want a man. I want children. I'm 25, and I'll be 26 in August, as a matter of fact. So I'm really 26. I feel like even if your birthday is December 31st, when the beginning of the year hit, you whatever age you turn that year. So I'm 26, and I have no children. I've never been married, and I have a dog that gets on my fucking nerves every day, but I do plan on having a man. So my dream is to find a man that is okay with us doing this freaky ass shit and making this little extra money on the side. Why not?
So since you're making all this money, you ever thought about like investing in it as far as real estate or stocks?
I do stocks, crypto, everything. I got that already. And that's because of my mom. I was never into it already, but my mom knew I stripped from my sophomore year of college. And she knew the money that I was making because I moved out of my athletic dorm and moved into my own apartment. My mom came up one day and was like, "Oh my God, I would have never expected you would have been living here." And I was like, "Yeah, this is where I live. Whatever." And she was like, "Okay, well, you should do this with your money, and you should do this with your money." And some of the shit I wasn't fucking with, but that stocks and that crypto, I was fucking with that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk off camera. We're gonna have to talk off camera about that shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, so do men frequently ask you to get flown out?
Always. Do I fly out though? I've only gotten flown out by another nigga that I didn't pay for, maybe about 3 or 4 times. But that's only because when you get flew out, you already know you gotta give some pussy up. So it's gotta be a nigga that I already want to give my pussy to, that I'ma let pay for my trip to come see him. Like if I just so happen to be in the same city as you and I know you live here and I hit you up, that's different. I don't have to fuck you, but if I do, it's whatever. But if you fly me out, pay for everything while I'm there, and, you know, show me a good time, I gotta get a pussy up or I'm a lame ass bitch, because why the fuck would you do some shit like that? You fucking the game up. That's why the game watered down now.
I agree. I made a YouTube video about that earlier. But I hear it's a lot of celebs on OnlyFans, but it's low key. Like, I hear it's some heated shit with Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. I hear Chris Brown on that bitch painting naked. I hear Ari and Moneybagg Yo going ham on that bitch. It did, but it's like under wraps. So how do they get that shit under wraps, and how do you think it doesn't get leaked as often as people, you know, could screen record it or whatever?
Because it's the respect of the game. It's that simple. Okay, so I don't know about nobody's except one person. Well, I don't know about anybody else, because I hate grammar problems. I don't know about anybody else except one person. One of those groups that you named. And I definitely have seen the content and I'm very impressed. But wow. Why and how? It's because you keep wanting to see it. And anybody that know the game, respect the game. That's what you gotta understand. It's the people that don't really know the game that don't respect the game, or it's the people that ain't really in the game but want to be in the game that don't respect the game. Right. Other than that, everybody playing the game how the game needs to be fucking played, and that's why the game still exists. So it's like, you want to keep seeing it, keep your motherfucking mouth closed. Why you think they got so many underground gambling lounges in Texas? Because niggas want to gamble.
Right.
But they live in Texas. So they keep that shit on the hush.
Alright, so how hard is it to promote yourself on OnlyFans without getting suspended? Because I know Facebook and Instagram don't like OnlyFans, but in Twitter you could kind of like wild out a little before they really crack down.
No, you could wild out like a motherfucker on Twitter. Twitter got porn on it. But Instagram, create a link tree. I wouldn't even recommend. I still have my OnlyFans link in my bio because I'm working on my link tree right now. But I would recommend making a link tree because you can add multiple links to a link tree. And Facebook, I would say create a LinkedIn. But when you make a LinkedIn, it has to look like a professional page. That's actually where you would rather be than Facebook. But yeah, if you want to know more, hit me up. I definitely got the sauce.
Because a lot of girls been getting hit left and right, fumbling their bag. I knew a girl who lost 70,000 followers on Twitter because just took their pay because the stuff she was posting, like girls getting Labusi left and right. They been getting Labusi left and right.
I got Labusi before Labusi got Labusi, but I wasn't big enough to be talked about. I lost 480,000 followers on Twitter. I lost 270K on Instagram, and this was back in 2018, 19. When did Hurricane Harvey hit?
Probably around there.
So whenever that happened, I lost that many followers on each social media. Then when I made an OnlyFans, I didn't know that you couldn't post your OnlyFans link on Snapchat because Snapchat had Snapchat Premium at the time. So when I posted my OnlyFans link, because people kept asking me, I wasn't posting it for a long time. I had over 40,000 followers on Snapchat. They deleted my whole Snapchat, no questions asked. I had to start completely over and still did completely fine. So it's trusting yourself and knowing that at the end of the day, niggas like what they like. Right. It's ugly bitches that's getting retweeted left and right a gazillion times, not showing a motherfucking thing. They just got the right people retweeting them, and now this person about to retweet and this person about to retweet, and boom, boom, boom. But no.
So what's the pros and the cons of OnlyFans?
There's no pros. Well, there's no cons and there's no pros considering what you're in there for, because it's all work. It's like any job. If you don't feel like the pros are, you could literally lay in your bed, do the shit that you do in your confidence of your own home that you probably don't want to fucking tell nobody. But bitch, we bust nuts. We fucking masturbate. We play with ourselves. We use that shower. We do all that. Record that shit. Make you some money. That's just how I feel about it, because that's the pro of it. It's shit that we do on a daily basis in the comfort of our own homes that we can still do in the comfort of our own homes and make money off of now. These niggas paying for these videos, but when you made this video, where were you? By your fucking self. Somewhat minding your fucking business. Like, the cons is the image that comes with OnlyFans. because if you a weak bitch, it ain't gonna work. Hoes gonna talk their shit. Niggas gonna talk their shit. Somebody about to pay for your shit, screenshot that shit, and put it in the group chat. You about to be the neighborhood talk from wherever you grew up. But your money good. So is it worth it to you or not?
Alright, well, shit. I guess that's all I have. Shit. Thanks for rocking out with me on the show. Before we wrap things up, you want to tell the people the platforms that they can follow you on?
Damn. Okay, so my Instagram is @Lucky, regularly spelled her with 2 R's. And my business pages you can follow from there. My Twitter is Trap with 2 P's, King with 3 I's and 3 G's, I think. Don't quote me on that.